Alright, we should be live. We're back. We're gonna be playing some more Modern Horizons 3 Best of 3 draft. So, throw our gems down. We're saving the draft token for when I go back to Best of 1 eventually. Oh, Instafire. Alright. I think I'm gonna take a bit longer of a break from that. I do want to do at least one because the season reset, and I want to, get my extra free pack or two from doing that. But all right, so what are we taking? I'm very super inclined to Glyph Elemental. Yeah, I think it's the strongest card in the pack. Fetchland, Metastat. We want like the Metastatic Evangel or the Dog Umbra to wheel, but yeah, I think we just take Glyph Elemental here. We have no like scary Eldrazi. In fact, there's literally not an Eldrazi in this pack, so I think we take this one over the Hydra and the Scuttling Sentry, or Scuttling Scurrilous Sentry, and the Solar Transformer. And we have been past 6, so we're taking 6, because 6 is insane. Unless there was another rare or mythic in this pack, they took a common, it looks like, so it could have been Chris. But yeah, we're just going to take 6. 6 is way, way better than most cards in this set, so. And it looks like we're on our way to being a white-green counters matter deck. So, I do like Hexgold Slith for the aggro portion of the game, where we just stick it turn 2 and keep attacking with it. Evolution Witness is another way to get things back, like, say, bringing back a land card to our hand so that our 6 can then get back one of our other spells. Actually, I guess that doesn't super matter, we just get back the spell anyway. It gets back 6. It gets back 6 so we can get back other things. That's probably the best way to look at it. Because if we get back a land in order to cast it with 6, why didn't we just, get back the thing we were going to cast, since they're both limited to permanent types, but yeah, I think I'm going to take the aggro creature. We have a very good aggro start with these two, so into the Hydra trainer. Yeah, not a whole lot here for us. We have a Colossal Dreadmask and the Hydra trainer. I need to already have good colorless cards before I'm even kind of considering Echoes of Eternity. It's still more of a fun / win more card than it is actually a good card. I could see taking the Snapping Voidcross since we already have the 6 and just trying to be like big dumb Eldrazi that we keep casting back from the graveyard as our opponents slowly kill them. And maybe that is worth considering. Maybe that's strong enough that I should take it. Only a few seconds left. Yeah, I think I'm going. We got past 6, and now we're getting past Snapping Voidcraw. And yeah, now this pack has Wumpus Aberration and another Snapping Voidcraw, so I can see being all in on the blue-green Eldrazi with 6 as a way to cast them. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad I took that Snapping Voidcraw, because we have seen nothing but big Eldrazi since then. And almost no white cards at all, so. Oh, there would be a really good white card if I wanted to waffle, but I think we just take Nyxborn Hydra here. We get to bestow it, and then when it dies the second time, we get to recast it with 6, possibly for more mana than we spent the first time. The Wumpus Aberrations do have Trample, so that's not as impressive, but still okay. Either that or we take the Faithful Watchdog, and I think we just take the Hydra for right now. Alright, there's a big Doomsday Eldrazi to ramp into, and some other okay blue cards. A good, like, the perfect land for the Eldrazi deck, but I think we take Devourer of Destinies here. Got the one Snapping Voidcraw. The other one can't possibly make it back to us, which is a little disappointing. I don't think. I'm going to take the perfect Eldrazi land over, I think, over this 6 mana 3/3. She's not terrible in the Eldrazi deck because she has a lot of huge creatures that you can sacrifice, and especially if they've been like Dog Umbred or something. Is it power or casting cost? X is its power, so it doesn't work against the creature becomes a 1/1 with no abilities, but it does work against Dog Umbra. It was worth considering, but I think we take the Twisted Landscape. We already have Devour and 2 Wumpus Aberrations that really want us to be able to have colorless mana, so I don't think we care about Reform. Reform is not meant for a deck like this. It's meant for, like, a blue-black where we're sacrificing creatures. It's a good thing to feed to the sack a creature, draw 2 cards, Eviscerator's Insight. Alright, Meddler is probably better in this build than Shrieking Drake. Although there are things you can do with Shrieking Drake, but it actually works best in other things. Alright, we'll take the Echoes, because it's a rare. There's nothing else for us. We could have let the Grave go by. So one of the weird things, especially in digital formats where the cards aren't really worth money on top of that, is you can pass a card that's not in your colors and take a blatantly inferior card to encourage players to your left to go into those colors or to stay in those colors. And then you just keep taking what's good for you, so that way it reinforces that they should be in those colors if they get anything even kind of playable late. Alright, I would love to have another Snapping Voidcrawl with what we have, but I think I need a Horrific Assault. This thing's way too mana efficient as a creature kill spell. There's an Oozewag. There's also just a Solar Transformer, which I might take here. It does ramp us, and it does fix for colors a little bit. Since we get the 3 energy, we can use it 3 times to fix energy, or to fix colors with the energy, and then after that, it taps for colorless, which we kind of need to begin with. And this can let us play a turn 3 Wumpus Aberration. So, I think I do want it now. Whereas I didn't want it in the first pack, because I think Glyph Elemental is just a vastly superior card. Alright, we have Altasaur, we have Dreadmask. Our blue cards aren't particularly impressive here. We already have a 7-drop in the Devourer. Maybe I want to pick up a Dreadmask here. The Annoyed Altasaur is just so good, though. And we're not... Like, we have enough Eldrazi for the cards that we need to have Eldrazi for early game, but we don't have enough Eldrazi payoffs, or I can't just grab an Annoyed Altasaur here instead. Am I taking Utter Insignificance? Do I take, like, this idiot to protect my scary creatures from targeted removal? Maybe. But I think I just want the Utter Insignificance. The other option is to grab the blue-green colorless land here, which is not a terrible idea. Okay. Another blue-green land, where we can take the Evolution Witness as a way to get back our Wumpuses and our 6, if we don't have 6 to get back the Wumpuses. So we have at least one. Just a pretty expressive iteration. Blue-green land. Green land. Yeah, let's take the blue. Since we know we're running blue and green. I was going to say, there's a chance we get, like, some red Eldrazi and I need a red-green or red-blue land, but we'll wait until I've actually gotten them. Which I will take the Titan's Vanguard there. Be losing out on Tempest. We'd be losing out on Consigned to Memory, actually, and I think that's a powerful enough sideboard card that I want it, since we're doing best of 3. We wield this, so this would have been our 3rd Snapping Voidcrawl if we had taken the first one that we saw. I think. It was either the first one or the second one we saw that we didn't take. But we'll take the Twisted Landscape. And we can grab the Dread Mask. Yeah, we'll take him for the sideboard. We don't have ways to sacrifice the O1, and let's face it, Reform is terrible if your plan is to just block with it and upgrade over time. Like, that just doesn't happen normally. So... yeah, people don't attack into your guy that's going to keep growing every time they attack into it, unless they're going to kill you efficiently enough. Card I'd probably take in paper. Especially with how weak this pack is. Ugh. Like, I don't need another Evolution Witness. I might even just take it now for the gems. This is maximum off-color, colorless land. Shoot. Yeah, I think I would normally take the Witness, but we already have one, so I think I'm just going to take the rare. That's a really bad pack. Alright, Sowing Mica Spawn, Bridgeworks Battle, and another Wumpus Aberration. I have 2 Aberrations already, and I don't have enough, like, 2 mana ramp to get them to 3, so I think I want another removal spell. / multi, or modal card, rather. Not multi. Not multi-faced, modal double-faced. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, Basking Brood Scale now. Yeah, this is in an Estrid's Invocation deck. 2 Grixis lands. Would help if I wanted to run the Titan's Vanguard, but... yeah, I don't think so. Is that Chthonian Nightmare? Okay, real quick. We have Brood Scale... 6... This is not gonna work. I want to make it work. That's how dumb and powerful this card is. We have 1 black source. 2 black sources. I'm not even joking considering this card. That's how dumb this card is. In fact, I don't think I will miss the Warp Tusker that much. I think I'm taking it just in case. Now we would have a crab. I'm not taking the crab, though. As good as crab would be. We have 2 Void Craws already. I think I want a better body. Blue, black, green land just in case. Just in case. Gonna have an Oozewag over the black-blue contaminated landscape. See, the problem is we don't have the good cheap comes into play effects for the Nightmare, but the Nightmare is just so powerful that I had to take it just on the slimmest chance that we would be able to run it. Yeah, we'll take an It. Don't super care for any of these. There's a world where I board this in against removal heavy decks. Try and stick it on one of our big creatures while they're tapped out. It's not terrible for big ground stalemates either. Like, gives it +3/+3 and vigilance on like one of my giant one of my giant trample creatures. Yeah, nothing in this pack. Took the 1 hydroelectric specimen. Yeah, I think we just take Roshin for those. Dread Mask. Yeah, taking the Nightmare was never going to work out, but at the same time, it is so hard for me to pass a Nightmare when there's still packs to grab cards from, but we don't have the energy production and we don't have the cheap creatures we would need in order to make it actually work. So, That was basically a bad pick. If you're not playing in pods. If you're playing in pods, taking the Nightmare means you don't have to play against it. And I think, given what else was in the pack at the time, that probably would have been a decent argument, but... Oh, wait, we're short on playables right now. I took too many lands. That's not great. I don't think a second Dread Mask is where I want to be at. Need 3 more cards, though. That's a relatively easy one. That's a questionable one. Then one of these two. Alright, maybe it is second Dread Mask, and we just try and cascade into it with Annoyed Altasaur. We try and take advantage of all the extra lands I have. The other option is, how many red sources do I have access to? I would have 1, 2, 2 for the like if I put Vanguard in, since he's fine, not amazing. I don't really want this thing. We don't have enough colorless sources to comfortably cast it. We're already kind of stretching for the Devourer. Yeah, okay. The other option is I can bring this in and go down a land, since I have 2 modal double-faced land creatures in my deck, or spell land and a creature land. Maybe that's better than having 1 too many spells. Alright. We're also in best of 3, so the hand smoother isn't getting us all confused with our modal double-faced cards. Because it does not count them as lands when it's trying to decide which hand to give you. That's actually how it works, is there are 2 hands that it looks at, and then it makes a judgment call which one of those is actually the better of the 2 to present you with. I will be on the play, thank you. And I cannot keep triple island, all green spells don't start until turn 3 if I hit a land. I don't think. Oh, this one's markedly worse. Put the consign on the bottom since we don't know that we're playing against anything it works against. It always counters the activated and triggered abilities. Or, I'm sorry, just triggered abilities. But the spell, if it's going to counter it, has to be colorless, so... Alright, we can render something potent in the early game insignificant, like the Slith. Or an aggressive sneaky snacker. Yeah, alright. Well, let's play out our Snapping Void Craw then. One mana short of modifying this guy. If they tap out, I might legit slam him and put the Umbra on him. And just go, like, to curve out, essentially. Or to be mana efficient while curving out. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So we go green and 1, 2, 3. Play him out. Play this out. Oh! Oh, right, it only enchants a modified creature. I cannot cast it on him yet. So I should have played it that heralds the end. Never mind, my bad. I have to adapt him first before I can play that on him. I forgot that's the requirement for Umbra. Because I never play with this card. Good job, me. Good job, me. We could have had an It That Heralds the End in play, which might actually be super relevant depending on what we draw next turn. We don't have a ton of large colorless creatures, but there's at least one I could have drawn that I would have been able to cast. Okay, they're going for a card draw, so we will get to buff and then rebuff our friend here. They miss a land drop? Oh, no, they played a land. Okay. Alright, so... we go... here. I think I need full control so that I don't spend the mana where I don't want to. So we go... green... blue... we adapt the Oozewag. Resolve that. Put this on it. Full control off. Play that. Cast him out. And then attack for 9. Alright. So as long as they can't deem insignificant our Oozewag, I think we're in a great spot here. Or deem unworthy, rather. I'm confusing the names of utter insignificance and deem unworthy. Yeah, so as long as they can't deem my Oozewag, I think we're good here, because the black removal will just cause the enchantment to fall off of it. Yeah, that guy has Death Touch, he'll trade for the aura, but that's it. This kills them, right? I don't want tapping my Void Crawl randomly. They only have colorless mana, so... yep. Alright. Yeah, I don't know that having the 2/2, since we didn't really do much with him, and they would have had a 2/2 to block him, so I don't know that that would have done much to have him in play. But we definitely could have played him that one turn. And yeah, we have almost no sideboard here, so... just run it back. The frustrating thing is we can't even board in our Merfolk to mess with people that need colorless mana because we need colorless mana. Alright, that's 2 lands in my hand, so that lets us cast the Brood Scale, and if we hit our 3rd land on time and we have 3 looks at it. So we will play this guy tapped as a land turn 1. Yeah, even with the island, I still think we play him tapped. Because we do need the lands anyway. Yep, enters tapped. So we're probably casting Void Crawl next turn, unless they make me level up my guy. Oh, let's attack for 2, see if they do that. Oh, okay, they will make me do that. That's fine then. Trade for their guy, we get our 0-1 for free. And then we pass the turn back. They're blue-black, so I do not mind trading for the Kami at all. There will be times where they'll just get a free life drain with it. If their deck is doing anything that it's supposed to do in those colors, so... and it's a 1/3 Death Touch in the way of all of my fat creatures. Yeah, now they're taking a turn off to draw cards again. And see, that's the thing. They would have gotten to gain back the 2 life that I dealt them as 2 damage there for free, and still have their guy in play, so... really don't feel like I missed out by killing their thing that way. Yeah, let's get this one down first. There's temptation to play the Oozewag there, but given the size of the creatures I can play after that, or cast the Oozewag and actually Horrific Assault something if I needed to. I guess technically I could do that before, but I would have to lose the spawn token. If something happens to Voidcraw, I kind of want the colorless mana available. Okay. Hooray, they have a 2/2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get him down first. As the biggest body we can grab. They play out their Death Toucher, draw extra cards. Oh, they have a third color. I'm gonna guess they have something like Genku then? Or Abstruse Appropriation. Is this thing Exile? Exile target permanent that's one or more colors. Alright, so we can exile the 2/1. And they won't be able to get it back. Keep the forest untapped. So we exile the Sneaky Snacker. That down. Punch that out. And maximum pressure. Okay, but they don't get the cast trigger. Okay. Yeah, I gotta be honest, not impressed. We have 2 6/6 creatures of our own, so... Also, we can just tap down their 6/6 if we want to with the Meddler. Guess that's the best use of my time and energy. To make their current thing useless. Yeah, get in for that extra one. If they block the 6/6, they're taking 7 here and getting cut in half. So that makes them even more dead next turn. That's a lot of copy crook. In and of itself, though, not actually stopping us. Okay. So my options are I can Cascade, try and hit something that just kills them outright. I can attack with the 2 6/6s, force action, and then play the Wumpus Aberration, and they'll probably have to trade for the Trampler, which means I can move the equipment around the following turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this doesn't actually allow me to Altasaur and still hold up anything relevant. Or to attack with the 1/3 also. Yeah, I think we attack first. We definitely attack with these two. Yeah, I think we push with everything and play the Aberration. Oh, playing the Aberration doesn't... Hang on. They have no cards in hand. We can play the Aberration. Okay. So kind of how we thought that would go. So yeah, we just get to slam the Aberration here because they don't have any cards in hand. They can't play anything for free. And they're at 6, so they can't Toxic Deluge. Mildly annoying. Not gonna lie. But I'm pretty sure we still kill them with the Dread Mask here. on our own non-trampling 6/6. Or on the 4/5, you know, whichever I'm feeling at the time. Because it's not like they can just use the 1/1 Death Touch to trade with the 6/6 Trampler here. Ah, he's been deemed inferior. Yeah, that's fine. Again, they have 2 colorless sources. And 1 colorless source, so yeah, I just put my Dread Mask on my big guy. And no amount of blocking is going to save them anymore. Actually, that's not true. They could block with literally everything. And that would save them, right? Because that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, yeah. So I'd have to attack with the 4/5 also in order to actually put them dead on board. But that's okay, because we're going to do that. Alright, round 1. Nice and easy. On to round 2. I drink the last of my water. It has been uncomfortably warm in my streaming room for the past few days. Fix my posture. We got our water, we fix our posture. We are ready for the next round. Creaky metal chair. This one hasn't broke on me yet. Leaning back on it. I can't believe that other one broke so readily. Uh-oh. How long has it been waiting for opponent? Because we might have gotten one of those things where it misfires and we're going to get a draw. Yeah, once it gets over a minute, it's going to be a draw. This arena has basically crashed trying to pair us. And by the time it actually brings us up, it will have both play. It will have the music come on. You'll hear the explosion. Yep. And the game will have ended in a draw. No, I didn't have fun. Didn't get to play. The most ill-timed of those questions. Still 2 games remaining, so. I will be on the play, given the option. I mean, this isn't terrible. Like, a 2/3 Hydra is not great, but we do get to Aether Spike their first play, most likely. Now we just need one of our colorless lands. Good to go. Get to Aether Spike, potentially into Hydra, into Wumpus. Yeah, I'm basically priced in to counter almost any spell they cast there, but especially for a black-green deck, that's probably one of the most aggressive things we could have seen. And yeah, I'm going to run this out as a 2/3 for right now. Oh, because it did the thing, the 2 musics are overlapping. Okay, that's going to drive me crazy if I don't shut it off. We'll just listen to the wind blow. Alright, we have a removal spell in case. Let's see what their best thing is from hand. Go ahead. Go ahead, black-red deck. That looks aggro. Show me what your answer... Oh! Imskir. Alright. I mean, I still outmuscle their guy, and I still have utter insignificance, but that is pretty impressively bad for me.
Only the best for House Markov.
Alright. I can't imagine they double block here, but... Oh. Okay, then. They have the... Ah, okay. Yep. I mean, we still kill Soren and Imskir here. And they drew 2 cards, but they spent 3, and yeah, they're off it already. Damn. Calculated risk because of the style of deck they were playing, and they still had something decently powerful to cheat in there, so I do have to be careful with that, but we did have the removal spell just in case it was that bad. So the only thing we really had to worry about was removal spell for the Wumpus and attack me, or for it being something like Shogungar that just gets to attack. But... And yeah, we have no real sideboard. Alright, running it back. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, like, realistically what could they have if they're black-red, and the answer is technically an Eldrazi Titan that they probably shouldn't be playing, or that they have, like, other cards to support that we're not seeing, but if you're red-black, you're probably an aggro deck, and things like Shogungar and Imskir are, like, the most potent things I could think of. Technically, Shogungar was the only thing super on my radar there, but there are other things it could have been. They also could have had, like, you know, their Kami of Mournful Thirst or whatever it is. Jealous Thirst. Okay. So we get to slam a Wumpus, and then we get to play Snapping Voidclaws every turn after that, until our opponent is dead. Specifically, pay with colorless. Ooh, an island. And they do have Kami of Jealous Thirst. Okay. That's fair. They also showed us the Sakagai draw 2 cards, so they do have that in their deck. Alright, so let's cast our Voidclaw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do have enough next turn for Devourer of Destinies if we want to. So I don't think... Nah, I'm good trading. They showed us that they do have the card, like the draw spells, so I'm good trading for 3 damage and getting rid of their life gain creature here. And if their plan is to just kill our Voidclaw, we get to play another one next turn. They're only slowing us down, not actually stopping any of the plays we have. They have to kill both Voidclaws, and then we can't find another colorless source for this Devourer, and they have to be able to stop the Nyxborn Hydra. That's still going to be like a 4-5. So... Or we could do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Let's see if we hit our Colossal Dreadmask or something silly like that. I mean, I'm casting him. He's free. No reason not to. He's a creature. Exile target permanent that's 1 or more colors. So we can get rid of the thing. Oh, cool. They killed our Altasaur. That's neat. We are 1 mana short of holding up Aether Spike. So 2 green and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, I'm down. Make them deal with our 7-10. And once they've dealt with that, make them deal with our 6-7. Alright. That is a colored permanent, though, so I can, in fact, exile that before they have the energy necessary to do anything with it. Or wait, do they have... It's 2 energy to tap my guy? Okay, so we let them tap my guy. That's fine. We don't attack. And then we just get rid of their battle wagon here. And they're off it. I think it was 3 energy to tap my guy. Spoke battle wagon is 2 to tap, 3 to draw a card, and 4 to animate. Okay. This is what happens when you don't get to actually play with the physical cards and have to keep reading them, and I keep letting Arena read my cards for me. I'm, like, actually losing Magic skill by constantly playing on Arena and never in paper anymore. It's kind of depressing. I say as I win my first 2 rounds handily, despite all of my flaws there. I went to grab my water, and it was empty. I drank it all before. It's fine. We got 1 more round to go, and we finally drew 6, so we got that going for us. Although we have nothing but 6, and the opponent is finally going first. The first game. Alright, well we have 6, so... Oh, right, I have this idiot in my opening hand. Yeah. Oh, wait. It asked me if I want... It said submit... Oh, it happens on my turn. Gotcha. Okay. I get to choose one of these to be on top of my deck. We have 3 lands. We have the 5 and the 7 drop. What land did they play? So they might have black mana to kill the Voidcraw. I still think it's the that I want. It's the best one out of the group, I think, so... It's okay, opponent. We have all done that one at least once, I think. Unless you're excruciatingly meticulous. They got a very fast start, so this could be a rough one. I might actually have to run out 6 to threaten to block, and they probably still attack into him. Maybe not. Maybe I do have to run out the Voidcraw first. Yeah, it's too good to run out Voidcraw here. They could have one of the punch effects to kill it, and then I'm going to be in a lot of trouble, but that would be true for running out 6 also. So we just take our 3. Alright, so we're going to cast this. We're going to lock down the Sentry because it has Menace. And if the dog attacks, I will absolutely throw our 4/5 in front of their guy. Okay. Heal? I don't think there's a white mana trick, so it has to be a black spell here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll exile him. I have a 6/6 now for their 5/5, and I will 100% block their 5/5 here, because if they kill it and we play 6, and we can find a land, we just get to replay the 6/6 and exile their guy again. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4... Yeah, so we can play the Wumpus N6 next turn. Okay. So we'll have the Wumpus in their way, and we'll have 6. So we go Green. 1, 2, 3. Okay, with colorless. Cast 6. And next turn we will actually have the land, because we drew it, in order to recast our 6/6 and exile their dog. So, yeah, that ain't even a thing here. So yeah, we go ahead and we cast this, discarding our land. We will exile their 5/5 Vigilance. Attack them for 6, but not with 6. And flip the turn back. They don't currently have a modified creature for this Lion Umbra, but still don't like their chances here very much. Alright, so... yeah. Okay, they're off it. I'm trying to figure out what the best way is to attack that puts maximum pressure on them without leaving us vulnerable. Because we can definitely Meddler lock down one of the oozes. If they put the counter on it, it jumps up to a 3/3 and then a 4/4. So that shouldn't be that bad. Yeah. So yeah, we could have attacked with both of the 6/6s there. Alright, run it back. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, that's a one-lander. Is also taking a mulligan. This is a 1, 2... two-lander plus a spell that generates mana, so... yeah, we're keeping this one. We're playing this out as a land. Putting back... I guess the Consign, because I'm not going to hold up the mana for it. Alright. We're going to hold this one for a turn or two because technically we can. We're going to run out this into the Brood Scale and then the Solar Transformer. Most likely. Alright, we are running very well on our land draws here. We could have also played out the Solar Transformer here, but they showed us that they have a bunch of removal that they would not mind using on a turn 3 6/6, so... yeah, I'll have to take the one, or I'll have to block them and let them use their trick here. This way my Brood Scale will be a 3/3. Alright. Play that out as a land. Got this for colorless. This for colorless. Trying to tap my green sources. Play that out. Attacks past turn. So, if we had to play this out as a land, we could have 5 mana next turn. I don't think that's really worth it. Alright, they've been representing having that one trick this whole time. I'm down. Go ahead. Give your guy +1/+1 and make him indestructible. Yep. Get that trick out of their hand. The lifelink guy on lockdown. Yep, there's their lethal throwdown. Hydra Trainer's actually pretty gross. And why are you trying to tap all my colored sources? I can get colorless from the land. I kind of want to keep Bridgeworks Battle to punch the Hydra Trainer. They adapted its 2 counters. Ah, they just have a Bell. Well, that's probably going to be good enough now. Maybe not. Yeah, have to pay the energy, but that's okay. Because they can give the vampire, like, +3/+3 at least here. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't actually do anything. I kind of need to get rid of that Scarlet Sentry. Because the Menace is going to kill me, and it's got counters on it. But that means I'm probably trading for the Vampire if they adopt the Hydra Trainer here. They have a Guide of Souls. It's not great for me. Ooh. Yeah, I'm really far behind here. We're going to need to hit really hard off this Altasaur. With a single target. Okay. Alright, Altasaur, what you got for me? Utter insignificance. Yeah, alright. I think we wait one more turn and we start rumbling with the Colossal Dreadmask. At least that killed their guy, so they have to spend mana replaying him. Their attacks are terrible. Alright, fine. Fortunately for them, all my guys do have Reach and Trample. Or not Reach and Trample. They all have Trample, and at least one of them has Reach, but... eh, okay. Cast 6. Ship the turn back. We can flash in the Hydroelectric Specimen. Ah, they're gonna kill my... still target instant or sorcery with a single target, yeah. Alright, so they can kill either the Dreadmask or the Hydra. Yep. Unfortunate. Though if we draw a land, we do get to replay it, so... a 5-power each creature, or a 5-power flyer. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Oh, right, and it gains Menace this turn because it got counters. Alright, we'll take the damage here. We'll exile their guy end of turn. So that way if we hit a land, 6 will let us replay the other insignificants knocking their guy out of the air if we want it to. Or we can just play the Annoyed Altasaur again. That seems good here, right? Yeah, we'll cast him. Seems fine. Alright, now that we know what we have, we attack for 6 here. I think the answer is currently no. Because if they get like one thing here, they might be able to push more damage. Because giving this thing Menace means I would have to block with 6, and the Altasaur instead. Would not mind drawing lands, which I guess we can try to do with this guy now. So... yeah, this is only colorless now, so colorless in 1, 2, 3. Card. Okay. Get rid of him functionally. Next turn we can just exile him. Ah, cool. Wormcoil Larva. Yep. Alright, so colorless. 1, 2. That's all that. Larva's abilities. We have good attacks now. They have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not really. But we can exile that at end of turn now. Just keep going like this until they're out of stuff. If they try and kill 6 here, I have the Hydroelectric Specimen instead. See. Block that. Block that. Two right now. See what they do. Obviously they have something, or they're just really frustrated. So, colorless, 1, 2, exile him. Wait, hang on. Blue, and 1. This on him before they can send any of their guys back into the sky. Then, so I can put a 1/1 counter on one of their creatures. I have 17 cards left in my deck. Alright, let's look for more land. Did not find anything. Alright. We're just gonna go ahead and exile him anyway. May attack with your creatures. That blocks there. This blocks here. And then we have almost lethal. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, that seemed like the first one was an intended attack to kill 6 to stop the constant stream of removal spells from all the land I was drawing. And the follow-up to that was just frustration, I think, because they knew they were dead at that point. Alright, well. Nice little 3-0, so we get to claim all of this stuff. And I guess we can do one more, but give me a few minutes to go get some water, so I'll be right back if you're watching this live. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Good rest of your day.